Now, since the feds announced there would be more people added to the Diddy indictment, rumors have been swirling about celebrities, staff workers, you name it, right? But it's starting to look a little more clear who's next up for possibly getting charged and added to the Diddy Rico indictment. Several allegations, along with new civil lawsuits, have been made towards Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian Combs. I want y'all to check this video out, right? Because it's looking like these allegations come with evidence to back up all these new claims. And unfortunately, these type of claims, if they do have evidence, then the feds is definitely invested, especially with Diddy allegedly being accused of facilitating some of the crimes Diddy's sons are being accused of. I want y'all to check out this video, and we coming right back.
Rodney Jones, also known as the producer Lil Rod, filed civil suit against Diddy. In his lengthy lawsuit, Lil Rod straight name drops Justin Combs, describing him as someone who solicits prostitutes, underage girls, and sex workers. There's actually a picture of Justin Combs with an allegedly underage girl shown in the lawsuit. Now, in this specific instance, Lil Rod alleges at least one underage girl came to Diddy's home for a listening party. A sex worker was also apparently solicited, and a freak-off ensued. It's important to note Justin Combs is listed as a defendant on this case because, according to Lil Rod, he facilitated Diddy's alleged Rico enterprise and at times participated. Grace Omar K. alleges that Christian Combs sexually assaulted her on a yacht in December 2022, and she says it was facilitated by Diddy. Diddy had rented the yacht around Christmas time, and Omar K. says it was a revolving door of high-profile celebrities and sex workers who were often passed out on the ship's deck. The lawsuit says there were liquor bottles all over, and it was difficult to distinguish which ones were laced with drugs. Omar K. alleges that on December 28, 2022, while working as a yacht deckhand, she was sexually assaulted by a heavily intoxicated Christian Combs, who physically assaulted her and allegedly forced her to perform oral sex on him.
Now let's break this situation down, right? You got victims willing to testify along with claims of having evidence to back up these allegations. Man, it's looking like Diddy's sons is next up to be added to the indictment of the Diddy Rico, alleging Justin provided sex workers. Man, it's looking more and more obvious this is who they talking about. But with all that, right, all of that, it gets worse. When the feds mention they will be adding charges that will supersede the indictment, man, I think this is what they was talking about. I want y'all to check this video out, because it's getting worse.
Lil Rod says Diddy, his son Justin, and Justin's friend who went by G were all there when things got heated. Lil Rod says he heard multiple gunshots ring out and later found G on the bathroom floor in the fetal position. Lil Rod says he was bleeding out of his hip and leg area. Lil Rod says he was applying pressure to G's wounds and then asked the crowd to call an ambulance. At that point, both Diddy and Justin Combs disappeared to another part of the studio. Diddy then gave strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant.
Now, it's a known fact that the feds have over a 95% conviction rate, because most of the time indictments don't even make it to trial. But you got Diddy on the other hand, who done made it known that he planned on being less than 5% who happen to beat the feds. And that's wishful thinking if you ask me, but that's neither here nor there. But matter of fact, Diddy plans to be testifying on his own behalf, which is another bad idea if you ask me. But I do believe these new allegations, which will now add Justin and Christian Combs to the indictment, will end up being the soft spot that make Diddy end up taking a plea. And the fight against the feds mentally and financially on Diddy's behalf, man, that's about to come twice as hard for the kids when the kids is looking at football numbers like the Pops. So if they come with a deal that'll give Diddy 15 to 20 years, but Christian and Justin could possibly remain free or a little bit of time, man, if they had the evidence that they claim they have on Justin and Christian Combs, man, as a father Diddy, and playing the part that you played in creating the actions of your children, man, taking the deal for their freedom might be the only way to go, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man, that might end up being the situation for Diddy. But I'm willing to bet, ever since the feds made it known that they going to be adding people to the indictment and whatnot, and they got evidence that's going to supersede the Rico, and everybody, all these rumors start swirling about celebrities, a lot of talk about Jay-Z and just a lot, allegedly, and a lot of celebrities and staff workers and all that. Man, I believe from jump, man, the feds been the ones putting out all this little bit of information to the media. And I believe they the ones that just been helping filter all this information about Justin and Christian Combs as well, man. I believe the feds been dropping little hints trying to discredit Justin and Christian's credibility as well. So my prediction is the kids is the next up added to the Diddy Rico indictment. And like I said, when they add them, and if they do got the evidence that they claim they got, man, Diddy, all that fighting the feds and beating the feds, it becomes a new ball game, man. Because now you ain't just thinking about your freedom. You thinking about them kids' freedom. And like I said, man, Diddy allegedly plays a big part in these kids' actions, man. So with that being said, hey, man, listen, man, Diddy's career, Diddy's reputation, Diddy's everything, man, that's gone. It's over with, man. From here on out, even if Diddy do beat this, man, Diddy, man, the only thing you could promote respectfully is a bottle of baby oil, man. And that's just is what it is. So, man, at this point, listen, man, you got to start thinking of saving the kids, man. And I mean, we don't even know all the real evidence that's really going to come out if the kids is even worth saving. But I mean, as a father, and if I'm in his shoes, I mean, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, I'm just going to have to take this L, man. Let my kids get another chance, man, especially if I played a part in their upbringing and how they acting out here, allegedly. But anyway, we going to see what's coming up next. Like I said, Diddy's next court date is in May 2025. But my prediction is that Justin and Christian Combs is going to be added to this Rico indictment. But we will see. This Bezo. Y'all tune in. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe. Look at LeBron right there smiling. I know he in the cut shooting jump shots, hoping he don't get added, allegedly. But anyways, especially with that hat on his head and that pink shirt with that beard. Anyway, this Bezo, man. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe. I said what I said, man. Y'all stay tuned, because any updates, I'm going to definitely be speaking on it. Peace.